Family. Yeah. Yeah. Family. Yeah. Family. Yeah. I got this family that is full of calamity. Let's start with my granny, who got a big old fanny. She be knocking over every nook and cranny with that fanny. Yeah. I got a sister who looks like a mister and swears she is a man, but really thinks something is wrong with one of her adrenal glands or glands. I got a brother who dresses like a mother. He swears he is a star, but is very subpar. He named himself a lemon, but after 5 years I saw that he lied and cried. My family's a calamity, because all I see is insanity. Hey, I got a grandpa from Kennesaw that I never saw. I got a cousin that be bugging because he is intimidated by anyone that's me mugging. I got a niece named Laquan who thinks she is the bomb because she just bought a salon. I got a freaky aunt who likes to hunt. She be all at the foot wash trying to get something tossed. I got a couple of in-laws that stay entangled with the law that I see from afar. I got a nephew with a weird hairdo who thinks he is cool because he never goes to school. But I keep telling him he going to end up being an old fool. Yeah, I got this dog named Lyric with such a begging spirit. I think his previous owner may have had a gritty spirit. I got this wife who is always playing nice and always feeding me rice. She can't cook and always grabbing recipes from a book. She always asking for Dolce and Gabbana, and tell her I will see her mañana. Have you seen my family is full of calamity that will have you claiming insanity? She be knocking over every nook and cranny with that fanny. I got a sister who looks like a mister and swears she is a man, but I really think something is wrong with one of her adrenal glands. Oh, I got a brother who dresses like a mother. He swears he is a star, but is very subpar. He named himself a lemon, but after 5 years I saw that he lied. Because she is intimidated by anyone that's me mugging. I got a niece named Laquan who thinks she is the bomb because she just bought a salon. I got a freaky aunt who likes to hunt. She be all at the foot wash trying to get something tossed. I got a couple of in-laws that stay entangled with the law that I see from afar. I got a nephew with a weird hairdo who thinks he is cool because he never goes to school. But I keep telling him he going to end up being an old fool. I got this dog named Lyric, piss of the begging spirit. I think his previous owner may have had a gritty spirit. I got this wife who is always playing nice and always feeding me rice. She can't cook and always grabbing recipes from a book. She always asking for Dolce and Gabbana, and tell her I will see her mañana. As you see, my family is full of calamity that will have you claiming insanity. Family.
All right, so what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? So as y'all know, that's probably the song called "Family." I wrote that, I don't know, about a month ago. Dealing with these crazy people on these YouTube streets. So if you listen to the lyrics, you can probably catch what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, and so forth. I don't think I'm gonna release that to mainstream, but it's just something I thought that I would play today. So let me greet y'all real quick because I appreciate y'all dropping down. So thank y'all. I don't think this live is gonna be too long, but I do want to touch on a couple of points. So we'll get into that in a minute. What's up, Latanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Love Blake? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Detach Myself? Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support. Latanya Jones says yes, Sir King. That's nice. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. AI didn't get some things right that I wanted to get on that, but it was okay. It's another version of that I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. But it sounds a little bit better than that. What's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Joyce Goodwin? Happy weekend to you. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's jump into it real quick. So I was at Walmart. Was it yesterday? I think the other day, right? So I had rung up. I had rung up two item. No, I had rung up one item twice because I guess the scanner had picked it up twice. So then I asked to remove it from that computerized screen because this was at self checkout. So it then says the associate is on their way. So I'm standing there. I'm just standing there. I'm just waiting. I'm like, because it's like the associate. Obviously, they got the handheld thing, so they should have gotten an alert that this person on maybe station two needed to have assistance, right? Because other times had that happen. They'll either come over or they'll immediately see what's going on and they'll just like, okay, we'll just take it off, right? So this lady thought that, this Walmart worker thought that she was gonna be slick. So I'm sitting over there. I'm like, why she ain't come over yet? Why she ain't come over yet? Lo and behold, why she ain't come over yet is because she up there FaceTiming somebody on the phone, pretending as if like she working. And I'm like, you gotta be joking me. I literally had to tell that lady. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you going to assist me?" And then the thing that she should have been looking at was in her pocket. And I'm like, y'all, I, boy, listen. People pay people to do a job, not to talk. Not to talk. Everybody is on their phone. They're not doing. I understand if there's nobody like there. Okay, I understand that. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I understand you trying to utilize time. But you hurting other customers because you want to sit up there and talk on the phone to somebody that you don't even like. That's just weird to me. Like how you and you at the workplace in front of everybody. And don't you think that Walmart got the best cameras in the world and they not gonna see from above you talking to somebody? Like how you dumb do you think you go how long you think you're gonna get away with that? Like people just y'all better let me tell you something, y'all better not y'all, but people better start appreciating their jobs because I'm getting bombarded by feeds on social media how Amazon Jeff Bezos sitting up here trying to automate everything, automate the workers. I saw a robot unloading a truck today. Y'all gonna be wishing that y'all had, I mean not y'all, they gonna be wishing that they had some jobs. Rodney, what's up, Rodney? I know what you're going through. That particular person set up here try to control me too, regarding what was going on with the person that she fell out with. I didn't say nothing at the situation, but I'm 4 months, 5 months later. I said it's quite interesting how you were threatening other people for the person that you fell out with, and people didn't even have an issue with you, but you threaten people for someone who now dogs you out. That's why I say time reveals all things, and that was the craziest thing because I ain't have an issue with you, but you threatened me about someone who really didn't even like you like that. So, but that's why I say that's why I got it. I say this whole thing, y'all weird for real, for real. Everything I've seen has just been weird, just been weird. What's up, Vibrant Long moderator? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. 1 second, y'all. So that's what I was saying. Like they sit up here trying to automate everything. I think it's crazy. I think it's insane. And like I was telling somebody, I said we don't need to do this. We don't really need to do this. And I'm like, oh, they want to go to universal income. So what's to determine if Rodney and I get more? Is Rodney gonna get more than me, or I'm gonna get more than Rodney? How y'all gonna do that? That don't make no sense to me. How y'all gonna determine who get what for if we go to universal income? That was I don't understand it. We don't need to like robots don't need to eat, robots don't need to sleep, robots don't have medication, robots don't have so why are you sitting up here and taking doing this? Like I don't know what they thinking. Child, and then Ron P, I was gonna send you this. They were sitting up there trying to say, well, do humans need companions? And they were seriously, literally sitting up there like the man, child, y'all had to see it. It was as if like the man had his finger as if the robot was, you know what, like sucking on something. I was like, oh hell no. So this shit is about to get weird and weird and weird, like really weird, like really weird. So weird that Crystal may actually have a man, like to the point that the man gonna be a robot and she gonna be able to buy it and actually have a man that show her some love. That's where we going, unless they gonna sit up here and put some laws in place to stop this. What's going on? Like this is about to get insane, y'all. I saw it. They sit up there. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. What's the other thing I want to say, y'all? This war, this I think Trump underestimated Iran. Iran ain't got nothing to lose. I mean, they got stuff to, and then he said and said, "Oh, we're going to strike their nuclear plant, like the one key nuclear energy source they have." But I'm sitting up here like, is that a good move? Because if you strike a nuclear plant and then that nuclear liquid or chemicals gets out into the open air, now you really have an issue. Like, are y'all really thinking this through? I mean, I'm not understanding this. Like something's not right. Something is not adding up. Like I don't get it. Y'all gonna strike a nuclear facility as if like y'all so they're just gonna have nuclear particles running around the damn open air for us to then spread and then now they have a nuclear catastrophe on their hands. I don't understand it. And then, like I guess they say on True Social, he going ballistic on True Social and telling them to open up the straits because if they don't open up the damn straits, you know, gas is going to go up, right? So that's going to lead to economic downturn, which doesn't bode well for the midterms and all that. But this is beyond the midterms. I just think it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and the thing is, a lot of people are now against the United States. Then let's talk about the whole thing about people traveling. So now he said he gonna use ICE as in place of TSA agents because TSA agents haven't been getting paid because of the government shutdown. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, we gonna arrest anybody that look like they here illegally, including the Somalians." I was like, "What in the?" I mean, like, how you just gonna go out and say you gonna look for people, especially people that look like a Somalian, and go detain them? I mean, that's crazy. Anybody that's at an airport are traveling, and that's gonna be the, I guess, the greatest place you are gonna see people who may not be from this country. So you just gonna round people up because they look international? I honestly feel something's not right, y'all. Something is not right with this presidency. Something's not right with what's going on. Something's not right with the whole Iranian situation. Something is just not right. What's up? Just trying to figure it out. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Something is just not right, y'all. It don't feel right. And the stock market is dumping. They trying to prop it up, but they see I mean, that what's it called? Energy, gasoline is the basic. Like they truckers that affects transportation, that affects goods. I heard that airfare, like the airline company, what was United, they cut the amount of flights that they are doing because of the rising cost of jet fuel and stuff like that. So things are getting real. Things about to get real, and that's going to lead to economic so a recession. Child, I don't know, and I think is this part of the plan to reset everything? I don't know. Y'all got to sit back and think about it because a lot of this shit gonna come to a halt in a minute, especially if gasoline prices keep going up. For real, for real, for real, for real. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is Justin Bieber versus Usher. Now, apparently at the Oscars, Justin Bieber, I guess if y'all saw the picture, when they first said that, I was like, okay, they had a couple words. No, Justin Bieber literally like grabbed Usher and was screaming, and then they got Beyonce in the background. Now that's the thing about AI. You don't know if it's true or if it's not, but I guess apparently this is true, and this happened in front of a lot bunch of A-listers, and somebody there was there to get the picture. It's on TMZ. But yeah, so Justin Bieber grabbed like Usher or something like that and started yelling at him. Now apparently they saying that allegedly Justin Bieber is mad because of Usher like not protecting him in the industry. What's up, Keena? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here and what's going on. Now, you know that Diddy and his affiliation with Usher. I kind of feel based on what's being said and what has been said, Usher kind of did that a little bit to Justin Bieber. I don't know. But I think Justin Bieber is now having some psychological trauma because of what he experienced at an early age in the music industry. Y'all, that's why I said y'all gotta be careful what y'all ask for. Things look like oh they glitter and they gold, but behind the scenes it ain't that way. And I think Justin Bieber is going through a lot of whatever he went through, and now is taking it. I'm not gonna say taking it out on Usher. I feel like he feels that Usher is responsible because he introduced him to a lot of that crap, and that's how I feel. So I don't. So mm. So we'll see. We'll eventually see. Like I tell you, time reveals all things. We'll eventually see what happens with that situation because that ain't over. That situation there ain't over. Trust and believe. Keena says there's some serious trauma. Yeah, that boy got some. He probably was introduced to too much. And let's be honest, black and white are totally two different cultures. So what may have been cool in the black culture or whatever may not have been like okay with him coming from a white background. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it 100 and vice versa. Because you know, black people got their own way of living, white people got their own way of living. And if he throw them into hip hop and all that and get used to that at that kind of age, and y'all, and they introducing him to that shit that allegedly he was being forced to introduce to. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. They may not want to get it together. They may want to get it together because Diddy may be back out real soon. Well, you never know. Bieber has parents too, but Bieber's parents ain't involved in that way. Bieber's parents are like off, like what you could say, like they're off. They're not involved in that way. And she was involved at first, but if you got somebody telling you like Scooter Braun and all them, oh, we'll take care of him, we'll look after him, and he's bringing in all this money, and y'all able to live this lifestyle because of him, then that changes things. It only takes a couple of times, So yeah. Thank you, Detached, for greeting the people. Keenan says the white culture and entertainment industry is just as debauched. Yeah, but you're putting a white kid in a black environment. You know what I mean? The same thing for a black kid being thrown in a white environment and stuff like that. It hits different. You know what I mean? It hits different. That's what I feel. I don't know, but then again, I may be wrong because I don't know. The history of this country, black people were raising white kids, and they nannies. So I don't know what do I know. I just think the way he crashing out and the way he acted, I think he has that messed him up. like who he is and stuff. He did that whole thing when he just turned to God and got religious and all that. I don't. Maybe he saw something satanic. I don't know. Shit. Maybe he had this child. No, I ain't bringing that over here. All right, so that's that situation going on. I think y'all need to watch that a little bit because that definitely, you know, I could one day we may see just Bieber sit up there and go and tell all on his Twitter or Instagram account or go live and tell all because whatever's got him been eating at him for a minute. It's been a minute since he been right. For real, for real. That's how I feel. So I don't know. Okay, so let's take a brief commercial break. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to outside circling crown. I'm gonna give my brief recap of this bullshit and how I feel. Cause yeah, yeah, we're gonna be right back, y'all. We're gonna be right back.
Dirty little passer, the dirty little passer, the dirty little passer. The dirty little passer has a mess greater than the rest. He scours the net trying to see who he can upset. He be so crass and really comes across as an ass. He says he has 7 degrees, but we sitting around scratching our head where they be. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. He said the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking is just an old fatty. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. He said the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he's just an old fatty. The dirty little passer, the dirty little passer, the dirty little passer, the dirty little passer. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he's just an old fatty. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night.
All right, so let's get into it. So yeah, so all this stuff, man, that's been going on. First of all, is weird as hell. To the point, like I'm really was contemplating the day, man. It's like I may just take a step back from this because this ain't what it's supposed to be. Like I feel like people playing it in other people's faces, and then like y'all gonna come to the forefront and bark and yell and scream and do all this bravado and all this showmanship, but y'all behind the scenes canoodling and talking and acting weak in front with each other and all. I don't get down like that. That ain't cool with me. Like people sitting up there calling people mama, but they but they have direct access to them, and they sitting up there acting cool and everything's fine, and that they. I just that's not the school I come from. If I don't like you, I don't like you in the forefront, and I don't like you in the background. Okay, that's how it is. Like I just don't. Like some of these people cross certain lines that should never be crossed. So how you gonna like they sitting there talking about oh to Lolo, oh well ZX and Lolo should make up if be for how be friends? How? That man said some of the most heinous, disrespectful stuff about her whole grieving process, and then gonna sit up there and question the obituary that's associated with her mama. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I just and that's why I said like, stay the fuck away from me. Some of y'all just stay away from me, cause some of y'all I don't play that fake shit. And then like, oh well, for the content to go around, we need to go. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't need that. We don't need that two face to this. Like it's too. So as the people who are supporting the channel or the content in this area, what are we supposed? What are they supposed to think? Oh, they get you asked to support you in your beef, but then 12 hours later, y'all cool. Or 12 hours later, there's a whole screenshot conversation going on between you and that person, Kiki and ha ha. Like, that's not fair to the supporters. That's not fair to the chatters. That's not fair to people that you asked to get invested into your online or real life battles. Y'all really weird. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Weird. And then you got people lying, Ken. Go sit there and lie and say, "Oh, Sir King was trolling Bless Walkins and Lady Nika." No, I was not. I don't have no time to be on no motherfucking troll pages. I don't want to be logging out of one page and logging in the other. I ain't got time for that. I'm worried about what happened on my main account. Okay, so I can get the notifications and all that stuff associated with them. Why I'm gonna sit there and troll them and they don't even want me over there. And then let's not talk about Ken where you came from, where they told you to come after me. Don't you forget that you confessed to that? That they told you, Lady Nika or whoever told you, oh, how did you get break into the sector? Oh, go after Sir King. Don't you forget those was your words? And then you come under the. I'm gonna tell you his mo. He'll sit up here and a lot of y'all falling for it. I don't understand it. He'll come in and pretend like he old for the women. Oh, he come to be the protector of the women. What was his man? Oh, I'm the straight man in the sector to protect the women. But he don't go out and disrespect women and say some of the most heinous, disrespectful things about women and children. To the point that he said he gonna smoke Fire Babe and her daughter. That's what I'm saying. All these people over here are fake and nothing but a motherfucking fraud. And they propping his ass up. Why? I don't know. I really don't know at all. I mean, he been. Let me go into that. But yeah, lying, just lying on people. Oh, he on troll pages? No, I ain't got time for that. Don't. Sorry. Mm-mm. Ron P says yes. It's a lot of fakeness and maybe even plays, so I am not getting too emotionally attached. And that's how I feel. They kind of fucked up the sector when they brought in that play shit. That's why I don't like Lemon to this day. How you gonna say, oh, we run a play? Avatar Nation didn't run no fucking play. We're not gonna sit up here and tell the people, oh, we ran a play on y'all. That's so disrespectful to the audience. That's so disrespectful to the people who put money in your pocket, who take the time out of their day to become a member, who take money out of their day or out of their hard earned money to support you, sitting chat, that you're gonna run a play and laugh at them at the same time. Like, nah, like how shit be organic. Like that's just so fucking weird to me. Like you just go say, oh, I ran a play on y'all. Ha ha ha, I ran a play. It's just weird to me. I never got down. That's why I hated that. That's why the first time y'all was that's why I went ballistic on his ass. I remember vividly to this day. Oh, you know I run. I said, no, I don't run. No, you run shit. Because that's not synonymous with what we do. Why are you trying to sit over there and bring this over here? People get tired of getting played with. You pull on their heartstrings and you act as if something right, as something's okay, as something really going on, and then you and that person run the play on the people while take asking them to donate to a cause or something, and then you run it the play that you meant and you laugh at the people and the people are pissed. Now the people ain't gonna say they pissed because you know how y'all get. They sit over there and try to he'll chew you out, embarrass you, ostracize you, then use you, wipe you up to make content. And so people don't even gonna come out and say that, but they're like, damn, I ain't down with that. That's fucked up for people to sit up here and say, oh, I ready to play, ha ha ha, I ready to play, I ready to play. We don't need entertainment that bad for you to sit up there and lie to the people who keeping the lights on. And that's crazy to me. Your pleasure, 721 said 100. Just trying to figure out. I had to get my mindset back to limit. It was so much fakeness going on. I just don't understand that. It's yeah. I don't, we ain't Willie Sousa's hypocrites flip flopping. I just don't understand when they think that's cool. Like I just don't. And then y'all cursing each other out, and then 5 minutes later y'all back cool, saying some of the most disgusting, nastiest thing ever. in the English vocabulary, and then you ask people to get behind you, and then you cool with them, the person that cursed you out, like 5 minutes. I don't. And then when you do have a real tragedy, you want people to care. No, ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care. Fuck that. Like I just don't understand that. Like preservation of truth. Preservation of truth, man. What's up, Molly? How you doing? Thank you for at least trying to have respect for the viewers. Yeah, because without no viewers, there will be nobody. Let me say, without no viewers, there would be nobody. These people could click. These people got an option to sit up here and go and pick up their whatever, pick up their phone or click on their phone and go somewhere else. And I think a lot of them just sit up there and say, "Oh well, I got this," and I like entitled. They don't understand that people will make the choice to tune into them. But you keep playing with them. That's like, oh shit, fuck that. That's like seeing a Tyler Perry play. And you see it over and over, and you know it's to come. What you stop going, you stop watching Tyler Perry because it's the same thing over and over again. It's not genuine. It's not genuine. Money Matters originally, I didn't understand why you got mad about that replay, but after I totally got it. First of all, Molly, there's a thing about respect, and that's a good point that you bring up because this a perfect segue into where I wanted to go. First of all, to anybody that ain't been around, don't fucking comment on nothing I leave on my fucking community wall. Especially if you're gonna talk about I'm jealous. Okay? Because I think a lot of the stuff that is happening now, people are coming in at halftime instead of understanding what happened at the beginning of the game. And therefore they're making uninformed opinions about shit they shouldn't talk about because they don't understand what transpired before. Now all the evidence is there. All you got to do is go to Avatar Nation. All the videos are there. So for people to say, "Well, I don't know, the videos got deleted." No, my videos didn't get deleted. So anybody who wants to sit up there and be lazy needs to shut the fuck up because they even see that it's night and day between the way that Lemon is acting. Now going back to your point, Molly, the reason why I went ballistic because I thought it was disrespectful to sit up there and call me in no fucking play that I have nothing to know about. But as we know, he behind the scenes texted everybody everything. He could have easily said, "Sir King, oh, go along with it. We doing this for the people." But you're gonna put me in some bullshit I don't know nothing about between you and Brianna. That's why I always say he was cool with Brianna. He'll always say, "Oh, I always picked up your battles." No, you fucking did. That was a facade. For you to be that cool with Rihanna and all that other shit, there had to be communication going on when I was on the outs of them. But see, he didn't build shit. All he's just a little sidekick. He's just a leech. He didn't, he was his name wasn't being smeared up and down the streets. He wasn't involved in the situation where they were sitting up there trying to calculate how to take how to take Avatar Nation out the game because he was in the background canoodling with him. That's why he's so cool with them to this day. So that's why I was livid because I don't run no plays. All them other sectors died because they ran plays. They played with their people, and he don't understand that, nor did he care. Then to top it off, he said he gonna physically assault me. Now to the point, did I think he was gonna physically assault me for Brianna? No, but it's just the nature that you will fold your lips to even say something like that. That's why I got pissed off about that. You don't fold your lips and say, "Oh yeah, I will beat him up." No, I'm not a puppet. I'm not a toy. There's principles I stand on. Loyalty and respect are the main two. Loyalty and respect. But he chose to violate that for some damn dating show that nobody can even remember. I perceive all them motherfuckers. All of them. Nobody didn't know no damn limit until you hit the link. And let me just get this straight. Avatar Nation was a solo operation. No one's entitled to my fucking money. It's weird to me how people sit up there and say, "Oh, you never paid him." All this stuff. Nobody got paid that hit the link. That's a choice. He chose to enter the door, and he could choose to leave. Okay, so I get kind of frustrated when people say, "Oh, he did all that." He chose to hit that link. I didn't ask him to hit my link. He came nightly. He don't get to sit up here and determine how the money is dispersed, especially when he's not helped offset the cost. There were tremendous costs associated with the show that I put together. All production, all intellectual property came from me. So if you decide you want to hit my link and be a volunteer, that's on fucking you. And you did not make my show fucking pop. My show was popping way before, because if it wasn't popping, you would not been over here. So stop lying to the people. My show was a well-oiled machine before you arrived. From Prism to StreamYard, you are opportunists. That is what you are. And many people told me that you were, but I couldn't see that. But now, seeing your actions now and your commentary now, you are opportunists. And I fault myself for being too nice. I should have been like Five Babe and QB and all them other people who kept people off their damn platform so they wouldn't become feeling themselves, because that's exactly what you are. And that's the one regret I have to this day. I wish that I never met you. I wish that I never knew you. On period. I'm not saying that after. I honestly, God, seriously wish that I never knew you, because the show would have gone on. The show would have continued on without you. You were not a staple that was needed. The show stayed on when you left. So you need to get that out of your mind that, oh, I made your show pop. No, what happened was you started listening to the people who told you, oh, you make his show pop. Well, no. Because I told you on countless of times I woke up to my videos being yellow. And that's something I did not need. And I could have dealt without. And I honestly, seeing how things have transpired, I wish I never knew you. And I wish you never hit my link on period. The show would have gone on. It would have gone on with a plethora of other people. Trust and believe. Because we had a plethora of other people hitting the link and provided endless entertainment. It wasn't solely on you, because half the time you didn't know what the hell was going on. Nor could you how you gonna sit up here and even say somebody jealous of you when part of the time you couldn't even keep the show going. It just flabbergasts me when you say, "Oh, I'm jealous." Jealous of what? Jealous of what? You have 4 pages taken. All my pages still up. So I'm just flabbergasted by you say that. Like, jealous of what? I don't understand that. I made merch. I have multiple revenue streams coming from. You have not made one revenue stream. Not one. You haven't done no shirts. You ain't done no mugs. You ain't done no trinkets. You have not done anything. I'm jealous of you. You have not had one interview. I've had people from real life and online interview with me. You have not done one. What is there to be jealous of? I don't understand that. You've had to go out and get people to come over to your channel. That's not organic to me. Organic is somebody going, hearing about your show, and then bringing other people to your show. What you're doing is not that. You're going out and bringing people to your show. That's not organic. And then on top of that, the same people that you're bringing over don't like you and try to take you out of the game. So what is there to be jealous of? I just don't understand where they come from when they say I'm jealous of you. It just don't. I've been there. I've done that. Where you at? I've been there. I've done that. That's like being in the 8th grade and now a senior. You in the 8th grade. I'm a senior. I've been there. I've done that. I ain't trying to be no 8th grader no more. You in the 8th grade. I'm up with the upperclassmen. So why you keep thinking that I'm jealous of you? There's nothing to be jealous of. You don't even have one eye. I mean, you got one eye, and the other eye's missing. Like I said, you can't even take a picture. You got to cover up your eye to take a picture. So what is that to be jealous of? I'm jealous of you because you look like you Mr. Eye Patch. What you need to do is get an eye patch. That will really get the streets rocking if you got an eye patch. And then on top of that, I think that would be Badass if you got an eye patch instead of holding your damn palm over your damn eye. I really do. I think that'd be a great marketing move, and people may be really scared of you because you look like a damn pirate. But what is there to be jealous of? What is there to be jealous of? Your mama said she would put your head in dog shit if you didn't clean it up. What is there to be jealous of? I'm just flabbergasted by that. People talk about, oh, you jealous of what? Went to a whole application and made it move and shake. Where you taking people to? The liquor store? I'm just trying to figure out. I had people sit up here say they would never leave YouTube and then finally leave YouTube. I don't understand. Jealous of what? What? I'm really sitting here trying to think, what can I be jealous of? I got pictures of people wearing my merch saying Avatar Nation. You can't even put nothing like that because you don't even own the damn pictures that you use for your thumbnail. So I'm trying to sit up here. What? What can I be jealous of? I just really am surprised. I'm jealous. Like of what? And I don't like what you produce. So it ain't about, oh, you thought I would fail. No, it's nothing about failure at all. What you produced, what I first saw, was not consistent with what was over here. And I didn't like it. I still don't like it to this day. Because it's disrespectful towards women, it's misogynistic, it's vile, it's demonic. So I stay away from those kind of things, and you know that. So I don't know why that's all of us. That's a shock. I'm not going to sit over there and fake the funk for you. Oh hell no! But I'm still flabbergasted as to what am I supposed to be jealous of. I don't understand that. That's weird to me. And I've listed all my accomplishments. I'm listed my accomplishments. You can't even come close to listing what I just listed. And those are tangible things that you have been a recipient of. I ain't been a recipient of shit from you. So I'm trying to see where's this jealousy thing at? I don't understand this jealousy argument. That's the most perplexing thing. Really. I just don't. I don't understand that. I don't know. That's just weird. And then on top of that, you gotta fuck with people who trying to fuck up your life. Let me say that again. You gotta fuck with people who fucking up your life. I don't understand that logic, but I guess you gotta stay abreast of what's going on because you gotta understand. You gotta be one step ahead of what they gonna do. Insane, insane. Um, what's up, Leslie Granville? How you doing? Good to see you. See you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Let's see. Willie Stu says real talk. Let's see. Just trying to figure out. Says I like. Does hold on? I'm like, does these people live in real life? Do they actually know what's going on outside of YouTube? I don't know. And that's a good question. What's up, Yvonne? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Just trying to figure out. Says it's so not genuine. Ken use Lemon to build his brand, and Lemon use Ken as a fake ass ally. It's just weird. I don't understand that. I don't know how people can move like that. Yeah, it was very sad and disrespectful. I was surprised at that. I was surprised at it too because I didn't do anything. I didn't. I sat back and I said, "Did I do anything to that? Did I do anything to him?" No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't have to support what you put out, and I try to support what you put out. Don't you forget the numerous failed announcements of you going live. I'm like, okay, when he go live, he go live. And then on top of that, I was looking out for you because I'm like, okay, I don't want to push this person into something that they're not ready for. So let me fall back. That was my logic. That was my thinking. It had nothing to be that I wanted you to fail. Like, why would I push you for something? If I was really diabolical, I would have pushed you out there and said, yeah, go, let me go, and know you're not ready and then fall flat on your face. It could have been the other way around, but I said no, no. When he's ready, he's ready. Just like a kid get ready to jump off a diving board. If that kid is ready to jump off that diving board, they're gonna take that chance to jump off that diving board. But I'm not gonna push you and then have you almost drown. Like what? So yeah, I don't understand that logic when it comes to that. That's really perplexing. And then on top of that, it's the disrespect, the continuous disrespect. I ain't done nothing to you. Now you not gonna sit up here and tell me that I can't make commentary, but you want to be the king of the sector. So I'm not supposed to report on what's because you're everywhere on every panel. So I'm not supposed to report on what's going on because of the unequal respect that I'm supposed to have for you? Because the respect thing is not a two-way street, right? Let's be honest. Every fucking person that every fucking person that try to take Avatar Nation out of the game, you cool with. So how you expect me to have respect for you when you cool with everybody that try to take and knock down Avatar Nation? So how I'm supposed to be looking over here with a major side and you too chummy with them. But you gotta be chummy with them because you don't know the art of survival. But that's your strategy. That's not my strategy. What's up, Room Shaker? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. But like I say, time reveals all things, and I see a lot. I see a lot, and you're disrespectful. But that's the path in the course you chose because every man can make their own decision, and you chose to be disrespectful. You can't sit up here. You 36-year-old grown ass motherfucking man gonna sit up here and tell me, "Oh, I'm just gonna learn from my mistakes." I didn't know. No, you know very damn well what you're doing, and that's the craziest part about it. People disguising their actions, their deceptive actions, and their lies, and their demonic actions as a character or something. Oh, they didn't know when they know damn well what they're doing. That's the fucked up part about this whole situation that I see going on. People play, it reminds me of a devil's playground. And I said this before. You got all these demonic entities playing with each other. There's no angelic person in sight. They're all trying to top each other to see who could outdo each other for the most heinous act. And that's the scariest thing of it all. When did lying become okay? When did blatant lying over the most simplest things become okay? Lying is never okay, but they don't use it for really complex, dangerous, or you know nervous situations. They do it to say, "Oh, did you go through the drive-through today?" Yes, I did, knowing damn well they walked in to pick up their order. Why y'all lie like that? And then when something really happened, when you have a real travesty, when you have a real emergency, then you want us to believe you. That's crazy. Like you can't even. They remind me of AI because you nowadays you don't know if something's true that you're watching or something's not true. It's insane to me. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, all right, if y'all wanna play this way, play that way. You know, play that way. Y'all want to play those games? Play those games. But y'all killing y'all own sector. Y'all killing the whole area. Because why all of a sudden we got all these people migrating over here? It's just weird to me. And people can go where they want to go, But it's just like, and then the ways that decimated their area, we got people bringing them over here. Anyway, anything else I want to say? Yvonne says, thank goodness you don't accept disrespect. No, I don't accept disrespect. And I know there were times in which he was trying to pump his chest out because he was listening to people. Because I could tell the change in the demeanor. Yes, do I run my shit a certain way? Did I run my things a certain way? I sure in the hell did because it's mine. And I put in the work to do so. I know when to shut up, but I know when to talk. And I know when people be having a battery in his back. And there was a couple of times when he did have a battery in his back. Who wants to wake up, spend 3 hours, 4 hours live, and have a yellow video? I don't work on that. He may like that, not me though. What's up, Teron? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And I know the one thing that pains him the most is that he has to say that he came from Avatar Nation. That's the thing that hurts him the most because it shows him that he truly is not one of his own creation, of his own foundation. And it's kind of fucked up when you don't fall out with everybody from Avatar Nation, right? That tells you something because the people at Avatar Nation didn't do nothing to you. The only thing that people at Avatar Nation did was have a heart. But see, he preys on weakness. He preys on people. You follow his MO. That's why I say they do all this barracuda biting in the front, but in the background, they just all sheepish. And they do that to pull at your heartstrings, right? Suck you in, and then kick you away and use you up and dispose of you. That's why he's sitting over there by himself. And he gonna continue to sit over there by himself around a whole bunch of wolves and not know who to trust. Because you gotta treat people right if you really want them to care for you. You can sit around a whole bunch of wolves because a whole bunch of wolves don't care about each other because they're gonna soon eat each other. And then you sitting over there wondering why you ain't got no fans or why you ain't got no people that truly support you. Because all you gotta do is look yourself in the mirror with your one eye and see that's because of you. Like I always tell people, Lemon should be killing the game right now. Lemon should be killing the game. Lemon should be having 800 whatever people in his chat. Everybody should adore him, should like him, whatever. But he's the cause of his own demise. It's his mouth and the way he treated people. And that's the character you chose. If it's a character you chose, then choose another character then. But it's not a character, it's truly who you are. It's truly who you are. Because nobody's going to sit up here. You think Denzel Washington is going to choose a character that's not performing at the box office and that got critics sitting up here giving him nasty, vile reviews? No, he's going to choose another character that's going to bring people to the box office and then have him win the hearts of the critics that are writing those reviews. But you don't understand that though. But once again, it's not a character; it's truly who you are. So whatever. And it's hard though. The one thing you can't escape in life is yourself. And it must be a miserable existence walking around being that person that you are and you can't escape them. But maybe you do try to escape them through that bottle. But we see how that's working out for you. So you go ahead and keep running to the courts and running to whoever the rental office and all that other stuff trying to get a head start. But see, the one thing you can't get a head start from is life. And right now you're dealing with life. And this is the only thing, like I tell you, see, this is the only thing that's probably you've been ever got a positive things for in your life. I know it is. Because if you had anything going on in your life, you wouldn't allow, you would been gone. Because why would you allow your family, your young relatives, your apartment complex, whatever, the courts to even get a wind of what you do? But you don't care. Because this is the only thing you got going on in your life. And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Jay Dunn said all she wants you to do is get a job, and I agree. Because what you gonna do at the age is what? Well, we don't even know if there even is gonna be Social Security, because they said Social Security is gonna be depleted in 7 years. So what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you, if they enact any other kind of system for retirees, they're gonna look at their work history. And what do you have to validate your work history? I'm speaking straight facts. Because right now you on the verge of being an old man with regret. And the sad part about it is you got a college right across from where you live. And if you got a disability, they sure enough have programs to help you. But like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. The universe put a college right next to you, and you can't take your ass over there. But then again, what do I know? You may be so far up in the arrears that you may not even qualify for a scholarship. What you need to do is maybe talk to that judge and say, hey, judge, I need help. I need help. And they may be able to help you. But you got to ask for help first. So, but, you know, yeah, yeah. It's crazy because, yeah, it's just, yeah. If anybody, I'm the one that got the main reason to be upset regarding him and what's transpired, because you don't do that to people. You don't do that to people who've been nothing. I've been nothing but kind to them, and I can say that confidently. And I have the right to react in the manner in which I did, because that's the ultimate sense of betrayal. So for all the motherfuckers on my wall talking about, oh, y'all had a relationship, oh, you jealous. No, it ain't nothing like that. But when you spend 5 years, 4.5 years, however long, and you think somebody is and they not that person, and you put tangible dollars in there for them to benefit their life just by being associated with you, and then they branch off and they still benefit from that association, and they disrespect you, how would you feel? Because there's been multiple acts of disrespect. How would you feel? Yeah, you'd be pissed off too. It ain't nothing about no jealousy. And then to be disrespected in the manner and the way in which he does it. It's not subtle. It's not ghosting. His disrespect is the epitome of disrespect times 10. And then you think I'm gonna sit back and not say shit? Y'all out of y'all fucking mind. Nobody would take that kind of disrespect. Real world entertainment industry, real world political, business, sports. Nobody would take that kind of shit. Especially when you didn't do nothing to that person. They mad because you said something. Who the fuck cares I say shit? That's all this whole area is commentary. So I'm not supposed to talk about you, but you're supposed to be the biggest and the baddest. You just can't handle the truth. And you know when it's coming from a source like me, you know you done fucked up. Just like you don't want Lolo to talk. Because you know that, oh, that's somebody that you know was really down with you. And now you know that what we say is really an expression of disappointment. And you can't handle that. So then you try to sit up there and silence us and tell us, don't talk, or why we gotta talk. That's the name of the game. You better grow some alligator skin. So that's what I gotta say about that. I just like people moving funny. I don't like the way people move. I don't play like that at all, like that. And there is no need for me to sit up here and say I'm jealous of him, because he ain't done. He ain't even been in the game as long as I've been in the game. And I never did all that kind of stuff. Hopping up in people's DMs and stuff like that all times in the night. If I reached out to people, it was for business purposes. It was to bring entertainment to the streets for an interview or to have a collaborative idea. It wasn't ever to sit up here and run no motherfucking plays for people on people's top and stuff. Because I felt like, yo, you can't do that. Like that's not cool. That's not what the people. Because you asking people to get invested. If you want to run plays, it's stop asking people to support you, so they can be a neutral observer. But Libby, you ain't gonna never have no true support until you start treating people right, consistently, consistently. All right, I'm gonna drop my link in case anybody wants to come up and say anything, and then I'll be up out of here. Cause that's all I really want to say. I ain't touching none of that other stuff going on in this area because um it didn't worth my time. Ron P says, yeah, he definitely flipped on Avatar Nation people. All the others didn't have to do that though. No, but I think Avatar Nation reminded him of what he was. That's what I honestly feel. Looking back now, I feel like Avatar Nation, any remnants of anybody from over there, Avatar reminded him of what he was and what he should be. And that's what I felt. That's what I honestly feel. And in order for him not to deal with that kind of reminder, he got rid of y'all and said what he had to say, disrespected y'all, or however he felt to deal with y'all at that moment. That's what I honestly feel. Because Avatar Nation didn't do nothing bad to him. He didn't do not a damn thing bad to him. They sitting up here trying to promote and pump him up, and I'm like, y'all trying to promote what? But I'm like, okay, y'all do you. I don't control people. Y'all do you. But I'm like, he ain't ready. He not ready. How you gonna leave your show? How you gonna leave your show? Like that's so disrespectful to the audience, man. Like, how you gonna sit up there and leave your show to go smoke, to go do all that? Let me tell you something. I hate it when people sit up here and don't give the audience their respect. Like people come and watch y'all. So why are we sitting up here doing stuff that could have been done before the broadcast? I understand you may get a call. I understand somebody may come to the door. But we got motherfuckers sitting up here talking about they want to smoke. They want to walk their dog. They want to do all that. All that should be done before you hit the live button. It's disrespectful. Pump your gas. Do that before you hit the live button so that you not this. Jay Wilson is the main offender. Have people sitting up that 15, 20 minutes on mute. He ain't even playing no background music to keeping people occupied. I'm just like, these people are so disrespectful to the viewers and to the chatters. They're just so damn disrespectful because these people could be anywhere else watching. You know how many other channels there are on YouTube that another person can flip to or to somebody else that values their time? So I'm just giving my point. That's so disrespectful when people just leave. Just leave. Like I said, I understand that you may have to go, may go use the bathroom, but we see people cooking meals. We see people washing clothes. We see people run the other lives. I'm like, damn, like you and be on the panel. That's the crazy thing. They go run, be on a panel of another live, and they got a live going. And I'm like, wow, nah, that's the epitome of disrespect because people at your live for you. And you go run and go be on somebody else's panel at the same time. What is that saying? Oh, fuck y'all. Let me go somewhere else. I'm even bored by my own live. Let me go somewhere where I really want to be. Yeah. So I think a lot of people take a lot of things for granted over here. Canceling. Don't let people tell people they go on to a destination, then don't even show up for the destination. And that is so disrespectful on that front because people actually plan, people actually pay for flights, make car reservations or whatever if they want to use the car. And it's just like, oh no, I decided I want to go. What? Mm. Did you see the article about the North Carolina facing charges for using AI music? Why is he facing charges for using AI music? Please enlighten me. Why? Was he threatening somebody with the music? So, but no, I did not hear that. So, but did I say hello to you, Keisha Bishop? How you doing, Keisha Bishop? How you doing? You listening at work? Good. Be the best employee you can be, child. Because they sitting up here trying to take. He was profiting off of it. Well, you can profit off of it. You can profit definitely off of it because there's a way in which you do it. Now, there's now if he wasn't paying for something and profiting off it, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, oh, I see what you're saying. You know, what he was doing. He was probably taking AI music, telling AI to make his lyrics and his music and selling it. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that because there's certain disclaimers that you have to acknowledge. And one of those disclaimers is that your lyrics are your own and not that of AI. So that, yeah, he would definitely be in trouble for that. Yeah, he would definitely be in trouble if he was taking AI music and doing that. And AI has a way of just like they can tell when Chat GBT wrote something, they definitely have a way of telling if it wrote those lyrics. So yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. No. Um, I saw something about that story, but I didn't look too deep into it. But was it me? Is telling the truth. Uh, well, thank you for letting me know. Was it? It wasn't me. What do you think is okay about the music labels using hologram images to do concert tours when a music artist has passed away and they have the right? I think it's kind of creepy, first of all, because you got to think of it as that person being a spiritual entity. So you're taking that person's presence and image and using it as if they are there. That to me is kind of wrong. Um, I don't, I was thinking about this today. We are really in a defining time because right now you don't really need a stunt double. If I'm making, you really don't need a double. Like Tom Cruise, he don't need a stunt. Tom Cruise is known for doing all his stunts. Well, he don't really need a stunt double no more because whatever he can't do, AI could do. You know what I'm saying? Also, these actors, they have to be worried now because let's just think about it. Ron P, we are in a defining stage. So right now we know who Beyonce. I think Beyonce is a bad example. Right now we know who Holly Berry is, right? But what's come to say if let's say Universal Studios makes this new female action hero named, I don't know, African Phoenix or something, right? And then everybody falls in love with this AI actor. So we're really in a defining time now because now everybody's going to know this AI actor that's been created, and that AI actor can go from movie to movie to movie. But will we as humans stand for that, right? Will we want the real AI actor or will we want Holly Berry? And I think that's where we are right now, because I feel personally, I'm getting tired of seeing AI. I really am. I'm getting tired of not being able to decipher, especially with this war stuff. Oh, was that tanker really hit, or was that some AI manipulated video footage? I'm just tired of like they had like I was watching this one clip. They had like a basketball player, no, a basketball coach, and another basketball coach. yelling, and it looks so realistic. But when the other basketball coach punched the other, okay, I said I know that's not real because they just wouldn't do that. They just wouldn't do it. I mean, it was two high profile coaches. Like I was just like, but I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of like the deception. I'm trying to figure out or wasting 2 minutes to then realize that it's fake. But going back to the whole AI music thing, you got to, that guy is probably, like you said, profiting using AI's lyrical creation. You can't use that intellectual property for that, and that was wrong. My stuff is 100% mine. Um, you know, but AI does produce the beat. I will say that. So, and that's legal, but you never know. They changing rules by the day. But yeah, so and I pay for my shit, so it's not like I'm free and then profiting. So okay, anything else? Did I drop the link? I think I did drop the link. Did I drop the link? Yeah. Anybody got any other questions? Um, Regarding the whole AI thing, I don't know. We are in some scary times right now. Because they're laying off people, and then they're also closing restaurants. I saw this thing on social media they were listing, and it's true what they said because they said Domino's is about to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Um, Red Lobster's about to close 100 stores. Uh, and Popeyes is about to close some stores. What was another one? Wendy's, I think, is about to close some stores. So that means that people are going to lose their job. So what are we going to? I mean, what's going to happen here? So mm, I honestly feel this is going to be a whole iRobot. So what says Kroger's? Why are they closing stores? Right? Because they see the purchasing power of people are purchasing. Yeah, they said Domino's. They said Papa John's is closing stores too. Pizza Hut, we know it was closing stores because nobody really go to Pizza Hut no more. Our Pizza Hut, they were on top of the game, but they messed up. So I think they see that the purchasing power of people is declining and people losing their jobs. I mean, what's going on here? You know, I don't know. That's the scary part about it. It's like it don't see nobody motivated to do anything. Mm-mm. Ron Pieces, I think that the Congress are still catching up to the AI emerges too, but I think changes will be coming to maintain fairness. Yeah, but I think they're a little bit too slow, to be honest. I think companies have to be forced. Okay, we have 80% human labor, 20% AI, because you got to understand that's going to affect your local communities too, right? If let's say Ron P, I'll use you as an example. Ron P has a job, right? He makes such and such and such and such. Then his boss says, "Okay, well, I can use AI," and Ron P then loses his job, right? And then Ron P pays his county taxes on his home, or how property taxes on his home and county taxes or municipal taxes. Well, now if Ron P loses his job, then what happens? He can't pay those taxes, which then affects what? The local government, which then runs a deficit because they can't, they now have, expected people to pay on their taxes, but now they can't. So it goes way beyond just the workforce. It also goes into the local community. And then what happens when you're a deficit? You can't pay for your fire, you can't pay for your police, you can't pay for community programs, you can't pay for snow shoveling and all that other stuff. So I hope they know what they're doing until it's too late. You know. So are they closing due to people on weight loss drugs? Um, that might be a reason. That might be. I'm sure that might be one of the factors, but I think people. Well, also they said like with Walmart, right? They said people are trading down because people are just being more conscientious about what they buy. They're willing to sacrifice more. And let's say everybody's losing jobs, but people are losing jobs. I mean, so there's a trickle down effect, right? There's a trickle down effect. But I think I know Frito Lay's and those kind of companies were saying that they were experiencing people purchasing less snacks because of they see weight loss drugs and stuff like that. So, but I'm sure that's factoring that can be factoring in too. But you got to also understand, cost of things are going up. So let's say with this whole thing with Iran, well now before it cost $2 a gallon, now it's $8 a gallon. Well, okay, well you got to get from point A to point B in your car, so therefore I may forego that pepperoni pizza I would normally get on Friday night. So it's different factors like that that may be impacting their sales because if that's affecting one person, which is the rise in gas, then that might be affecting other people too. So it adds up. Ron P says very true. It's a chain of events that affects many one by one. Yeah, it's crazy. You must be in Cali. No, I'm not in Cali, but I did see that it was $8 in Cali. Um, Wiley Stu says yes, Kroger's are closing hundreds of stores to cut operation costs, even though they may make plenty of money. Yeah, that's the craziest part. Even though they're making plenty of money, they still cutting. you know, they still cutting. It's not funny. It's kind of sad. Just like Jeff Bezos, right? Sitting up there trying to automate everything so he don't have to deal with the union situation and the people. But that's why I was so upset with that lady at Walmart that you sit up there, you got a job, but you gonna try to sit up there and finagle the system by being on FaceTime, acting like you looking at your phone, but you really talking to somebody when you should be helping the patrons at your store because the phone that you should be having on you don't, which is telling you that somebody in station 4 needs help. And I was just flabbergasted by that. But just like I told you about that lady, that older lady at Walmart too, who had an attitude when I was just asking her where a battery was, and she wasn't doing nothing except putting stuff away. I'm like, y'all better go to work with a smile on your face. Phew. Well, thank you for channel jumping. Appreciate it. Don't fall while you jump. So far, I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. Big difference of gas. Nothing I haven't already seen. Yeah, but I think it's hitting people differently depending on where they are. To be honest, so that's what I gotta say about that. All right, y'all. Anything else? That's about it. Um, in real world news and this YouTube streets, I don't. That's about it. I don't know nothing else. I really don't. To be honest, unless anybody else got any other questions, that's all I got for you. But at the end of the day, just be careful how you treat people, man. Be respectful to people and stuff like that, because you know things could change instantly. You have an app to show you where items are. I know, but that wasn't that kind of situation. Um, because where it was supposed to be, it wasn't there, and I was looking for a particular thing. Cash app, bro. Don't you see my damn cash app right there? Dollar sign Sir King Crown. Ooh, Rex. Um, Other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for being an engaging audience. I appreciate that. Please thumbs up the live. And please be the change y'all want to see in the world. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Stay vigilant. And I will tell y'all to just try to learn AI as much as y'all can. I can. So, um, and I recently purchased this not a survival book, but something dealing with an economic crash. Because I do feel like there is a crash about to come. I do feel this might be in the summer. From what I'm hearing, it may be in the summer. But I'm trying to see. Well, you gotta remember, this how I feel. The summer is what, June. Crash happened in June. The new Fed chair comes in when? June. So that's going to prop up the market because what? He gonna cut interest rates. So they say. So they say. So you'll cut the interest rate, prop it up, but then what? But then what? After that, because the markets did come to a realization that what? Okay, yeah, you cut it, but still, the situation is sour. So that's something that y'all should be looking at because I feel like they're gonna try to crash this because look, things are crashing already. There's a lot of stocks out there, discretionary stocks that are low, low, you know. But things that are low, you know, they may pop up. But I don't think there's just too much going on. And I myself didn't really understand how this oil situation affects everything else. Because like I was telling y'all with gold, gold is people are still buying gold, but gold like was going up. But because of what the oil is making the dollar a more attractive asset because they were saying that it's like the government is not going to cut interest rates because of the inflation. It's a weird correlation, but yeah, the more and more this Iran situation goes on, the more and more the gold drops. But it's just weird to me because I'm like, okay, if it's instability, ain't y'all gonna pick up something that's been a worldwide currency for years or commodity for years? So yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just weird. Just pray to God. That's all I can tell you. Pray to God. Okay. Uh, I'll drop the link. What you want, Rex? You welcome undetached. Let me see what y'all say. Really Stu says good topics and good points made. Thank you, really Stu. I appreciate you. Um, but yeah, that's what I got to say. Spring break. Y'all be careful if y'all out there on spring break because they're tired of y'all. Other than that, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out on the news. Let's see what's out of the news real quick. Mm, oh, that's the Iran situation. The Iran situation worries me just because they don't play like normal people play. You know what I mean? Like they got their own sets of rules on how they're gonna play. You know, uh, and the diplomacy that used to be there with previous presidents is not there. So same thing we talk about disrespect. When you disrespect people and you disrespect countries and you disrespect their way of life, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're gonna make a point. Hello,
Yep, can you hear me?
I hear you, Rex. How you doing?
How you doing today, brother? Let me ask you, why you don't do shows on like? Cause I one time I heard one of your playbacks and you was talking about gold, and I'm like, I've been trying to learn how to like, cause I do a lot of gambling. So why don't you do shows on like, the stock
Cause,
market?
cause I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm
All
not gonna
right, I
have
got you.
nobody. I ain't gonna have nobody try to jam me up, like that. So yeah,
When I lose 20,000, I'm gonna blame it on you, right?
exactly. Somebody try to blame me for losing a penny. So I'm like,
Facts, facts.
mm-mm,
No, I
never
got you,
do.
but it seems like you know what you be talking about and shit. And I was just saying and shit. That's some stuff I be interested in when you talk about trying to like do different shit. That's something that people might be interested in. because I would be actually. Because
Yeah,
I'm not the person.
but
Go ahead, my fault.
Rex, I only do it from a financial observation standpoint. I don't do it from a financial recommendation standpoint. Because I mean, listen, people, people lose money and they don't know how to act.
Yeah, I agree
And
with you.
yeah, it's just everybody don't can't see certain
But
things and stuff.
now, when you put your money in, you already know you're going at your own risk. That's why I would say just do it. Like, let's say you did a 20-minute video, like once a week, 40-minute video, some shit like that. Because it seems like you know what you're talking about. If you know what you're talking
Uh,
about, you can help me out.
Not really, because
All
I
right.
just like I said, I just see things, and
Yeah, I got you.
there's people out there who are way more well versed than I. I just tell you what I see in my correlations, so that you
So
may
how do you
piece
know about the gold thing then, if you don't know nothing about it?
because I watch it and I see it and I
And
watch
you
certain
invest your
people.
money into it.
Well, I mean that's it's an opportunity. Like when the whole thing sold
Yeah.
off, nobody was expecting it to sell off like that.
And you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to be the next. Well, like I said, we all are. That Facebook or Insta, it don't matter what it is. That shit that costs 20 cent. I'm trying to be that next nigga to come up. And I don't mean to say
Well,
nigga. I'm gonna talk properly. I'm gonna try to anyway.
Well, I just tell people to do their due diligence on that SpaceX thing that's coming out, the IPO. Try to do
Yeah.
your research on that because that might be something that
It was another
explodes.
joint. I don't mean to cut you off. It was another joint. What's called? I can't remember the name. Oh fuck, I can't remember the name. But it was another joint coming up, and it was like 10 cents a share.
I don't know that one. I don't know about 10 cents a share. Well, I just say anything dealing with robotics and quantum computing, AI, energy is something you might want to look into.
So, all right. So now repeat. What did you say? You said AI energy.
I said anything dealing with AI, ener-
Okay.
energy, quantum computing. Right now,
All right, I got you.
gold is gonna be a
Nigga, I
gold
heard
and
you talking
silver
about
are
gold the
key.
other day. I had a 24 gold ring. I remember I was young. I'm a little older than you. I don't know if I'm older than you or not, but I had a two. What I had a two-finger ring back in what was that like '92 and some shit. Yeah, so I know what
Well,
gold
if
is.
you have
24
no, no,
karat.
if you have physical gold, that'd be good too, because you never know what things may happen.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but you should think about doing videos on it. Like I said, you might only have 10 people in there, but I'll be one of them.
Yeah, it's interesting you said that, Rex. I'm thinking about just putting that content on the Avatar Nation channel and reviving the channel that way.
Yeah, I mean, like it's always good to learn.
Oh, I
Always good
agree.
to learn.
I totally
Like
agree.
even like, well, I don't know if you know of me like that, but I got children. It's learning to be a better father, better man, stuff like that. For real, for real. Like no trolling, no jokes. Like it's good to learn every day.
Yeah, because learning leads to survival, right?
Yep. I get better as a father sometimes. Like you might tell me some stuff that can help one of my daughters.
Yeah, I
Yep.
just feel bad for the kids these days because I don't know what their future gonna look like.
Well, my children going. Well, my oldest daughter, right? I'm not doxing her. I'm not doing that. But she graduated from cosmetology school. She doing great. She don't do braids no more. She do eyebrows, nails. She do hair, but she don't do braids. And I'm like, she killing it. She killing it.
Yeah, it's good money in that field.
Yep.
You get a good client base
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. And my other daughter, she well, I don't really want to talk. She doing okay, but she just gotta step her game up. Cause I do be on my heels, but I know my other daughter, she's 17. She about to graduate. So yep. And then my youngest daughter is 12, and she just like she goofy right now. That's all. That's
What you
all,
mean?
fam.
What you mean by goofy?
Where she got a silly and shit. That's Dakota. I'm not doxing her. Everybody know her name. But
Okay.
she a beautiful girl. But she just good. I was talking to her today. I'm like, yo, and she just was giggling and shit.
Well,
I'm like,
that's
all
good.
right.
I'd rather have a happy child than a sad child. You know.
Yeah, she's not sad.
Well, that's
How
good.
about I send her? She don't even, I don't know. She don't even know how to use a cat. She all right though, but she in the seventh grade. She going to the eighth grade, good grades, and then Dior. She the one. I thought she was in 11th grade, Sir King, and she in the 12th. And I found. I mean, I knew this like 3 months ago, but at first I didn't even know that shit. That Dior was in the. I'm like, you in the 12th? She's like, yeah, Dad, how old you? I'm like, yeah, you 17. So she'll be 18 in July, but so she'll graduate. But try to buy a car or whatever. But she's doing well and shit. And she the one that talked to me because I always tell them only thing they call me for is money. And she the only one that would call me when they don't need. She like, I'm just calling you, Dad.
Oh, well, that's
That's
good.
why I don't take disrespect like that on here because I'm like, I'm somebody's father. Disrespecting me is not gonna work. That's
Well,
all.
that's good.
Like you see, I won't disrespect you, bro.
Hmm.
I don't disrespect people. Now that you start disrespecting me.
Oh, I could definitely relate to that. So,
Yep. But yeah, Dior doing well though, bro. That's what like I said, that's my third daughter. Well, the third, however you want to break it up. But yep.
well,
Yeah. So how you
congratulations on.
doing? Do you have children and shit?
I can't reveal that. I've raised many. I have a plethora. I have a whole army.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have like nieces, but all right, I got you. Yeah, I mean, you only gotta tell me your business. I would just ask you. My apologies for even asking you.
Nah, you
But yeah,
good. You
yep,
fine.
yep, yep. So yep, I be doing. I like. No, I heard you bring me up before, but I'm like, I'm not what y'all think I am and shit. That's all.
Okay. Well, I understand. Well, sometimes you be coming up on the panel, doing a U-turn. So,
Yeah, I know. I got you. I got you. Yep. You have a good day, bro. And like I said, I already hit your piggy jar a little bit, but I got you
oh well,
again and
thank
shit.
you. Hey, so if
Yep.
you want to, the sources that I use really to get me straight to the point from a financial
Yeah.
standpoint is like Yahoo Finance. They straight and to the
You know,
point.
I got that what's that drink called with the red, well the green and black fuck. What's that app called? You know what it is. It's green
Green
and
and
black. It's
black,
green with the black symbol in the middle. Like
Robin Hood. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Robin Hood. Yep. That's what I got that already and I got another drink. Yeah, Robin Hood, yep.
So
Do you
part
think
of the
do you,
so go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
no, I was saying, you think that's a good type of drink to work with?
Robin Hood is good for ease of use. Some people tell you don't do it because they played that they did that whole thing with the whole GameStop situation where they pulled the button. But a lot of people
Yeah, I remember
use
that.
yeah, a lot of people use Robinhood for ease of use, but for information, because part of the trading thing is, or just being aware is information. So Yahoo
Okay.
Finances, I feel, is a good source for good up to date information.
Oh, so that's just like Robin Hood, though. Basically, you telling me?
No, mm-mm.
All
Robinhood
right.
is a broker or a trading app, but you need
Yeah.
the information too, though. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I gotta look into that. What you said. Now say that. Now, what was the name of that you just said again?
Hold on one second, Rex. Oh, to the person in the back, your camera on. I don't know if you want me to bring you up with your camera on, but
Yeah, I
it's
don't want to
just
argue with nobody either.
no.
So,
They're not coming to
um,
argue. They coming to talk. It's called Yahoo Finance,
okay, I got you. Yahoo Finance, I got you.
and they'll tell you
And
everything
that
that's
kind
going
of like
on.
give you like basically the teaching of how you get busy with this stuff.
So pretty much just give you an example. So it'll say, okay,
Yeah.
we look at oil. It'll say J.P. Morgan predicts that. Now let's switch it to gold. Let's say J.P. Morgan predicts gold is going to go up to, I don't know, $6,500. So that gives
Yeah.
me a barometer of how I can plan for the rest of the year potentially. If
Now, if
they
you've been on here for a while, how accurate are they? Are they pretty much know what the fuck they talking about?
yeah, they pretty much know what they're talking about. They just can't really pinpoint exactly, but
No,
they
I
can
know that.
get
I know that part. I know
yeah.
that. I know that. Yeah, I
But
know.
they'll give
I
you
got
a
that part.
clue as to where to look. Okay, so this company is up and coming. You might want to look
Yeah,
here, and then it'll lead you to other things.
I
So
got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Cause I'm trying to hit. I told you, I'm trying to hit that next Facebook thing, man. I don't care where it's at. I'm gonna put $200 on some shit, and I hope that's what go ahead and
Well, I
flow,
think
nigga.
one thing you should look at is I'm not a financial advisor, I don't know, but they're trying to make space. How can I say not space, but air travel the next thing. So Joby is something. I think it's
Yeah.
like $10 now. So if you got some money you trying to see put
Okay.
aside, that might be a company you
Okay. And what that started at? Do you remember? You just saw it just now, or where did that start at?
no,
'Cause
I knew
it's
of it.
crazy. No, I'm
I
just saying.
knew
If it's $10 now, did you see it when it was at like a dollar? Cause that's crazy. If it's at $10, I'm late to the game with that shit.
No, you're not late to the game because we haven't even started in air travel. And then they're starting to use this for drone stuff. So you might
Okay.
be still early. I'm just saying that, because they mentioned that a long time in the pandemic when it was just an idea. Now they're starting to
Okay.
actually, you know, make it for real.
All right, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invest in that shit tonight. You call it what you call it? Air travel?
It's Joby.
Joby. Okay. I got you. I'm about to invest in that now. You have a nice night. I already hit your piggy
Thank
jar
you.
already, but I'm
Let
gonna
me
hit it
see.
again, bro.
I'm not responsible for any losses.
I know, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like $50 in, so I'm about like 5 shares then.
Right.
That's all.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, I ain't going crazy, nigga. I ain't rich. I just
Oh,
got a
and
couple dollars.
then you might. Oh well, you might. I don't know, but you might want to look into some.
That's
Uh.
why, Sir K, you should do a video once a week, like nigga, like 20, 30 minutes.
But Rex, I'm so scared because people can't understand the volatility of this market. And let me just say this real quick: with Trump in office, it's his words can change a market up and down. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
give you an
agree.
example. He said that the war is about to be over. We're gonna wrap this up soon. That caused the market to react positively. But that was not the truth. Because then what? Iran is still out here, blowing up stuff. So people can't handle that kind of volatility. And that's why I don't feel comfortable putting up those kind of videos because if somebody
Hold on.
puts
So what you hold on? What you mean by that? How do that change the market? Like, explain to me, because I ain't
uh,
understanding none of that.
okay, so let me
Like,
say,
go ahead.
so Trump will go on True Social and put a post saying that he suspect the war to wrap up in very soon. So that will cause the market to start going up, right? But then if Iran keeps blowing up stuff and blowing up the ships in the Strait of Hormuz, then the market's going to react negatively because they see that the
All right.
war is
What
not
I'm saying
about to be
is,
almost over.
let's give the people like me and people in your chat example. Let's say if we at what 37%, something like that. Where do it go up to? Where do it drop? Just give an example. Just a ballpark number.
Well, it's
That's all
not
I'm saying.
going. It's not going to be 37%. But let me just say, okay, let's say you Tesla, right? Let's say you own a share of Tesla. I think Tesla's about what, I don't know, 390 now, something like that. So on the news that let's say Trump tweets, "Oh, the war is about to end," right? So then Tesla will then maybe go up to 395 based on that positive news, as well as a bunch of other companies because it's positive news.
And 395 is good, right?
Yeah, because it means it's more valuable.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Right. So then let's say, okay, Iran then comes and strikes some ships in the Strait of Hormuz, or they make some statement saying that, oh, we're not ending the war. So then the market's going to react negatively, which may cause Tesla to drop down to 390, 385. Right? So that's an example.
I got another question, bro. I got so many questions. I'm not gonna ask you all tonight. One more question for you.
Hmm.
Elon Musk said, right? Because my friend, well, I'm sub to a couple of like stock brokers, kind of channels, and they said Elon Musk said this out his own fucking lips. He said, "Can you hear me?"
I
Somebody was
hear you.
calling my phone. Yeah, he was saying it's better. Like he said, if the market drop, buy more shares, and I'm like, yeah, you need to be rich to do that. I don't know if that's a
No, because you have to change your mindset, and that's how I
yeah.
had to change my mindset too. Rich people are really cheap people. Broke people are really trying to always get stuff expensive. And what I mean by that is that what he meant was if the market crashes and let's say Tesla's are at what I said it was 490 or something, and it drops to 200, every rich person is going to swoop in and buy a whole bunch of shares at 200 because they know its true value is not 200, it's really 500, $800.
Okay,
Whereas
got you.
whereas everybody else will say, "Oh my God, Tesla's going from 500 to 600. Let me jump in." So why would
Let
you
me.
buy high?
I
You
got you.
should, yeah,
No, so you basically saying, basically like a regular nigga like me, like I get a couple dollars, whatever, but you saying I would cash out, but you ain't supposed to cash out, like Elon Musk said, you supposed to cash in, basically.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
if
You're
I'm
pretty.
correct.
You're supposed to buy low, sell high.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. Yeah, that's
Are
what he
you
said. He said if something dropped down, you buy more of it. I'm like,
right?
yeah, see, it's easy for some broken. It's easy for a rich nigga to say that. Now I could, like I said, I could play. I'm a middle class brother.
Hold
That's what I
on.
would say.
Yeah, somebody trying. Are you cool with Tulsa?
Yes, he are.
You know it's me.
What's up, Tulsa?
How you
Hey, Derek.
doing?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Simplify success. Okay. Yeah. When you came up, you came. Everything was fine. You just had to click off your camera. So if you didn't want people to see you, then you wouldn't be seen. But SK salute. That was me. I did not know how to work this thing. I wanted to come up and just say hello to you and everybody. Thank you. Simplify success. You can try again. Just when
Yeah,
you
that's
just
facts.
fix your camera.
Hey, New Era King. I mean,
Thank you for
Sir King.
welcoming me.
Sir
You're
King.
welcome,
That's
Tulsa.
facts. That's in the
Did
panel
you
you
see
just
me
showed.
and
That's facts.
Gigi's skit that we did? I was Treasure Lane.
No, we missed it. We'll have to go check it out later. A little
Okay,
later.
I'll tag you in it on my community. I just want to come by and say that. Keep your head up and keep doing what you do.
Thank you, Tulsa.
All right. Oh, no, no, no. So let me get my spiel on the Justin Bieber versus Usher. Justin had a flashback.
Hmm.
Justin, when I saw him, it was given that day when he was over at Diddy's for the Diddy camp and he was supposed to get a car or a house or something. And to know the nastiness, the allegations that are out there surrounding this camp. And I want to say this because I grew up in Atlanta. I remember there was like career day. Usher was supposed to come to our school, but his mom had came. That's when he had put out the My Way. We had the CD, but he wasn't there. He did not show up. It was just his mom management. Just to throw that out there. That was at Margaret Mitchell Elementary School in Atlanta, Georgia in the 90s.
Thank you, Tulsa, for that
All
history
right. See you
lesson.
soon.
See you soon. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate the gesture. So thank you. Thank you,
You have a
Tulsa,
good
as well
day,
for popping
brother. And
by.
like I said, you need to start
Oh,
doing them channels once a week,
okay.
bro.
So what were you saying? You were asking me another question before
I
Tulsa
was
popped up.
asking, I forgot. Tulsa fucked me up.
You said I was just telling you to buy low. I mean,
Yeah, and you were
buy low,
saying
sell
though,
high.
yeah, what you were saying was like Elon Musk said, when you buy low though, like
Mhm.
you go like he's saying like let's say you got some good stock, like you were saying, he's talking about putting everything into it. And I'm like, do you do that or do you like go ahead? Let's say for example, I got 200 shares or something. Do I
Mhm.
put 150 shares into it when it drop down, or do I just put like 50, something like that?
Okay. Do you mind if I correct your vernacular?
Go ahead, you got me. I ain't that smart. I'm a builder, bro. So I
No,
ain't
I'm
that
I'm,
smart
I'm
like
just gonna
that.
tell you. So what you have, you have money, right? So what you
Yeah.
purchasing is shares. So if you see something on discount, yeah, I wouldn't use all my money. I don't know. Maybe if you know, like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. So on Liberation Day, remember Liberation Day? Liberation Day was when Trump said he was going to impose these tariffs, and then the whole market pretty much crashed. So that was a bad opportunity for a lot of people who came in and bought things on a discount, and then they benefited immensely when he called off the liberation thing or delayed it. But in your case, when you have, let's say you have $2,000, right? Each share, we call it a share of a company. So you could whatever buy 100 shares or 200 shares. Now the thing about putting that all in one company, you are now exposing yourself to just that one company. So if something bad happens, you could, you're gonna take a total loss. Not a
You
total loss.
basically effed out. You effed out. This is just call it what it is. You effed out.
Yeah, you have no mobility.
Yeah, got
So what I would say is like, okay, you put $100. I mean, I'll get 100 shares of Tesla, and then maybe look at something at Nvidia, and then maybe Microsoft, and then maybe if you want to go over to some other industry like the energy or defense sector, so it gives you some different exposure. You never want to put all your stuff in one basket or one industry. So yeah.
Now I'm understanding that. Like I said, you should do a video once a week, like 20 minutes. But you have a nice night, and going forward, I'm definitely gonna come back, and I'm gonna tell you like how I'm gonna try to progress and shit like that.
Yeah, if you have any
Yep.
questions, feel free to. I mean, I know the basics, so if you have any questions, feel free to
Yep.
let me know.
Yep. You have a good
Okay.
night, brother, and
All right.
bless to you
And
and your
let
family.
me just say this one thing: they don't make their
Well,
money. They make their money through stocks, but that's not how they really make their money. They make their money through options, but that's a whole different discussion for another day.
nigga, that's not even on my level.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
know what the fuck you talking about.
Right. Okay. Well, one day, I'll tell you.
Yep. Have a good day, brother.
All
All
right.
right.
You too. Take care. You too.
All right.
All right. This is good to see the other side of Rex because all I know about Rex is he come up there and be cursing people out. So it's good to give people a chance to hit the link and show a different side of them. Regarding Tulsa, I know that video where they had with Diddy and he and Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber seemed very off, as if something had just happened or something like that. I'm not speculating anything, but a lot of people were showing when that whole Diddy trial was going, they were showing how Justin Bieber seemed a little bit off, as if like something went on or he wasn't comfortable with something, and Diddy was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna do this right," da, 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 and then Justin Bieber was like, pretty much giving him like the side eye a little bit. So yeah. All right. Anything other than that? Oh, simplify success. If you want to try to come back up, feel free to do so. I like to protect people who are suspected of StreamYard because StreamYard can catch you off guard a little bit if you don't know how to use it. So, but other than that, as I was explaining to Rex, which is one of my greatest frustrations right now with the market, is the volatility. And what I mean by volatility, I mean one thing, 1 minute it could be up, 1 minute it could be down. based on, and a lot of that reacts on the actions of the president and things like that. Now, if you, hey, it's like hopscotch, right? You jump in the right time, you good. You jump out the wrong time, you get caught up in the rope. So, you know, it's a lot of that going on right now because I honestly feel like Trump doesn't say the truth. He'll say one thing and then another thing, you know, it'll be the opposite of that. So it's really changed the psychology, of people who deal with Wall Street in the sense that, okay, what can happen if he changes his mind and how you can position yourself and giving yourself enough time to get out of a trade and things like that. I do feel this is going to be a great opportunity for people to invest in certain things because, like I said, we are $39 trillion in debt. The last time I reported this to you in January, it was 37.5. We are now $39 trillion in debt, right? So, and then on top of that, our credit rating is going to be down again because they're going to say that, oh, we not being fiscally responsible. Then on top of that, we're going to print more money and all that stuff. So it's a lot of things that are happening that's going to cause a recession. How many times I tell you I think we're in a recession already, but they're propping up the economy. So I think this summer it may come, but what concerns me is what's going to happen after that, right? If if the people around the globe are not purchasing a dollar and going to gold, what happen? I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the United States preserves its dollar supremacy. That's the thing I can't figure out, And you can use AI to figure out those things. Rex, I would, we talked about money, but they're getting away from money. So what do? I feel they're now going to move to digital currency. Trust and believe they're putting in legislation. Why would they spend all this time on legislation dealing with blockchain and cryptocurrency and all this other stuff unless they have plans to actually make this happen? So what we should be planning about, okay, how can we front run this? How can we front run this? What maybe crypto we should be looking at to front run? Because I honestly feel they're going to catch a lot of people with their pants down, meaning that one day they're just going to flip a switch and then the price is going to be this so that the commoners can't participate. Because once you figure out something is $100, everybody want to jump in. But if I price it at 1,000, then that's going to leave out people. If I price it at 2,000, that's going to leave out some people. So that's what I think. There's a document going around already that showed which ones they qualify uh, by government that are legit and which ones aren't. So, well, I think he says lost 900 on sports, comeback won 2,000 yesterday. Here to win, bro. Well, congrats on that. Congrats on that. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Remember to be the change y'all want to see in the world. Reading is key. Reading is fundamental. Reading will save your life. So definitely take time to read the news. But also, as you read, question everything that you do read because you don't even know why the article was created. But at least you know you got more of understanding, and also know that we live in some wonderful times right now because we have immediate access to information. We don't have to wait till the library opens up. We don't have to wait for the dial-up internet. It's right there. So if you don't believe something, you can have multiple resources that you can compare it to see if it's actual and factual. And also take care of your body because you only get one. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. Please thumbs up the live. Thank you to my wonderful moderators, my members. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Simplify Success and Rex for hitting the link. And I will talk to y'all soon. All right. Y'all have a good one. Let me see. Thank you, Detach. I appreciate you. Oh, also, please keep in your prayers and thoughts a member of our Avatar Nature family who is dealing with this war situation. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers as well as anybody else that you know. that may be going through that situation as well. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Who is that? 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 Who is that messaging you 3 in the morning? You pretend to be snoring, ignoring those mentions as you change positions. Who is that? Who is that? Is he black? Is his name Jack? Does he give you stacks? I see you being sly as you peek out the corner of your eye. You shift your phone as if nothing is wrong. Who is that? Who is that? Is he white? Is his name Mike? Does he take you on flights? Is he Asian, Jamaican, or even an AI creation? Who has you thinking that you can get messages on your phone at 3 in the morning? What does he do that I can't do? Does he know I am your man and we have lives? Do I need to grab that phone? 'Cause this is my home. Ooh, I thought we had trust. That was marvelous. Am I tripping and overthinking? Who is this guy? This was some terrible dream, or should I be mean and get down to the bottom of things? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that messaging you? Why, oh why? My, oh my. I am just going to go to sleep. When the sun rises, you don't tell me a lie about this guy that has you acting sly. My, oh my, why, oh why? Is he white? Is his name Mike? Does he take you on flights? Is he black? Is his name Jack? Does he give you stacks? Is his name Mike? Does he take you on flights? Is he black? Is his name Jack? Does he give you stacks? Is he Asian, Jamaican, or even an AI creation? Is he Asian, Jamaican, or even an AI creation? Who is that? Who is that?
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Please don't the live as you exit, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.